Welcome in, guys. I'm breaking down Louisville and Notre Dame. What a great game. Notre Dame was number 11 before their win last week. Poll's not out yet, but will be shortly. Notre Dame minus 6.5, a total of 52. I'll tell you what, folks, if you've not been following Louisville Cardinals football, they are excited. Jeff Brom, of course, played there, was an OC there. He brings back his brother. He gets Jake Plummer, who he recruited at Purdue, brings him from Cal. And what do we have? We have a 5-0 team that has knocked off Georgia Tech, Indiana, and NC State on the road, including Boston College. Now, they have a very weak strength of schedule despite playing 4 BCS foes. Let's take a look at the numbers. For Louisville, we have a team, again, that's 5-0, and on the season, they are plus 2.2 yards per play, which is number 15th in the FBS. And they are plus 167 yards per game, which is number 16. Now, those are the diffs, the offense minus the defense. Notre Dame actually top 10 in both. 190 yards, plus 190 yards per game, which is number 10, plus 3.1 yards per play, which is number 12. Strength of schedule, Notre Dame 78, Louisville 112. So again, even though Notre Dame's played Ohio State and they struggled last week going down to the wire, still the number 78 schedule, 40 points better. So the situation here is motivation and the mental prowess that the Irish have. You go through the Ohio State game, you lose on that last play. You then basically score on the last play against Duke, winning that game as it was tied 21-14. In that Duke game, the offense was not the same. 381 yards. Sam Hartman, everyone thought he might be a Heisman contender. 15 of 31 for 222 yards. They were sacked twice in that game. But I like this Louisville team. I think Plummer now has his feet wet. He knows all the plays that Brom had from his days at Purdue. He's now adjusted into that situation. You have a running attack that's averaging almost 195 yards per game and 5.2 yards per carry. You have multiple rushers in Jordan and Gridiron averaging 7.7 and 4.6 yards per carry. You have 3 receivers that have at least averaged 20 yards per reception. Jake Plummer's throwing the ball deep. He's averaging 10.7 YPA. Now, as far as the fan base goes, their season high against Georgia Tech. Then they beat that against Boston College. This weekend against Notre Dame, they will set a new record for, I still call it Papa John Stadium. It's L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium now, but they will set a new record this week for attendance. I like that kind of team getting out to a fast start and being able to be creative in the stretch. I do have a database situation that I went to, and this actually applies to my Missouri game that I did as well. When you have a home dog of at least 2 points or more that has 0 losses, and we're in at least game number 4. So you're at least 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, whatever you are. If you're a home dog that's undefeated, at least game 4 on, those teams have gone 66% against the spread since 2014. I do like this Louisville team. The defense has its up and downs. I'll tell you what, a very poor performance against Georgia Tech. They played well against Missouri State. It struggled against Indiana and Boston College, but we saw them hold NC State to a season low, 201 yards and 9 first downs. Boy, if that defense gets going with this offense, watch out for these Louisville Cardinals. I am on Louisville this week. An upset wouldn't surprise me at all. So, go Cardinals, beat the Irish. Folks, we are covering 50-plus games here in college football and NFL this week on videos. The Wager Talk handicappers are awesome. Make sure you check out all this great content.